Hi, everyone. Welcome back. My name is Nico and I use he, him pronouns. I'm a white man with parted blonde hair, large blue and brown spectacles, and a blue sweater, seated in front of a purple background and some bookcases. And like about 20% of the global population, I'm disabled. Non-disabled people might see our lives and experiences as tragic, pitiful, sad, but I don't know, guys. I've been disabled a pretty long time now, and I think there's also room for disabled joy. The disability community has as many members as it has opinions, which is why I've asked my friend Jackie here with me today to talk about disabled joy. Jackie, hi, thank you for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm looking forward to our discussion.
I am too, thank you. Can you share a joyful memory with me? It could have to do with your disability or your disability journey, or it could be totally separate. Any is valid.
Sure. I would say that I have a very rich and full life. And although I've been disabled since I was born, I had my disability since birth. I was born with it. Childhood was a little bit difficult, and I never really thought that I would be able to have the kind of career that I wanted. And I'm happy to say that I do have that today. I'm very proud of my work and the work that I do. I work in marketing. And so I don't know that a lot of people would say work is their joy, but for me, it certainly is. I really like what I do. And even though I'm in marketing, I've historically worked for companies in the healthcare space. So I work primarily for tech companies, serving healthcare organizations. And so I've been able to tie sort of my marketing background with my desire to help the healthcare organizations get, a little bit more representation and the tools that they need to help people live healthier, happier lives.
That's really fantastic. I love how you've built that for yourself, and it should give you a ton of joy. How has your disability or your disabled journey impacted and intersected with how you pursue joy and pursue happiness?
Yeah, so my disability, I have spina bifida. And so spina bifida is sometimes referred to as a snowflake condition because each person that has spina bifida has it occur in them slightly differently. Some people are in wheelchairs, some people use crutches, some people don't need any walking aids. I use crutches. In fact, I walk with hot pink crutches. And I'm very short. I'm 4'5". And I would say some of the ways that my disability has impacted my life is that, there are pros and cons to every disability, visible ones and invisible ones. Having a visible disability can sometimes be really challenging because although people try not to judge a book by its cover, some people do. And so one of the things that I've had to accomplish is kind of getting past that with people. And so I think what's been really interesting, just going on that path about my career in the last question, is that since the COVID pandemic, a lot of interviews turned to Zoom like this. And thankfully, I think that's been a benefit for some of us in the disabled community because you can see from here up and the judgment's kind of stripped down. And so for me, I would say my disability has impacted me in ways that are very obvious in terms of what people see when they look at me. But I will say that at the same time, when you have something that differentiates you from other people, that can be a really big benefit and it makes you unique. And so I personally like that I walk with hot pink crutches, and that's why I bought the hot pink ones and not the black ones. And so I think that's how my disability impacts my life. There's always good and bad, right, in every person's life, disability or not. And I think it's just about how you roll with the punches.
Yeah, I see a lot of value in that and controlling that which you can. My own wife has mobility needs and she uses canes that have like floral designs or come in great clashing colors. It's fantastic to see. So, Jackie, it sounds like both you and I have been disabled since birth. So people like you and I might have a difficult time with this next question, which is what only one thing do you want the rest of the world to know about disabled life and disabled quality of life?
Um, think if I had to pick one thing, it would be that we have come a very long way, but there's still a very long way to go. And so I think that there are so many advocates and allies in the world for all kinds of people. And I think if we keep doing that and we keep focusing on that, disabled people and people that love and care for people with disabilities will end up having a greater chance of achieving that equity that we all wish for when we're, in a group setting. And so I think equity, although it's hard, it's something that, we still have a long way to go. And I can see this every day in my life and with the people that I know that have disabilities. So I would say when you're talking to somebody with a disability, just realize that they may be struggling with trying to find equity, and there may be a role that you can play in that, even if you aren't disabled and you're simply an ally.
I think that's really valuable, and it gets at some facts that we're really trying to get across, especially currently, such as, accessibility measures that do benefit everybody, not just officially disabled people and others. Thank you, Jackie. I appreciate that answer. My last planned question is one that I ask all my interviewees, regardless of project. Is there a recent win that you're celebrating and want to shout out so that we can help you celebrate? Or if not, what cool projects are you involved in? What's in your pipeline, so to speak? This is your space and your chance to be your own cheerleader, to brag about yourself. Go ahead and promote yourself.
Well, I'm very excited for the opportunity for that. So I mentioned I have spina bifida. I volunteer with the Spina Bifida Association. It is a nonprofit organization that serves to help bring together patients, families, friends, clinicians, researchers to help discover more about spina bifida. There's still a lot of unknowns. And so, I started working with the Spina Bifida Association by joining their Marketing and Communications Advisory Council. And so I gave my talents that way, but then I also just recently joined the fundraiser that they do every year. It's called Walk and Roll. And so people around the world can either gather in groups and teams and do a walk or a roll if you're in a wheelchair. And then there's also people that are like me that don't have one in their city or town, and you can raise money yourself. And so right now I'm in the process of fundraising. I set a goal of $1,000 and I am over halfway there. So I'm at around $600. So I would say to anybody who's considering or looking for an organization to donate to, this is one that is a really valuable one. The Spina Bifida Association puts out a lot of great information, and even just since I was born, I'm going to be 35 in December. There is a lot that we've learned since then. And a lot of that is due to the great work that they do at the Spina Bifida Association. And so your money is going not just towards, a big conglomerate, it's going towards helping the people, the families that end up having children with spina bifida, and then the adults like me that go on to live their life and do the things that they want to do. And so I would encourage any of your followers who are looking for an organization to donate to consider that one.
Oh, I was muted. Thank you so much, Jackie. I really appreciate that. I'm big into charity and giving back myself, so that really resonates with me personally.
Yeah.
All right, my friend. Take care and thank you for doing this. And audience, tune in next time. Remember, I'm rooting for you.